Work had proceeded on her much more rapidly. Her legs were gone. Her torso had been reduced to an impressionistic spareness. She had lifted her face to him, covered with ridges as if made from a stack of cards. He had left the building in time to see a white van speed around the curve and park in front, with Bernard's limousine not far behind. He had sat in his car and watched men in white isolation suits climb out of the van, which he noted was unmarked. Then he had started his car, put it in gear, and driven away. Simple as that. Return to Irvine. Ignore the whole mess as long as he could. Or he would very soon be as crazy as Candace. Candace, who was being transformed over an open shower drain. Let the little buggers out, Vergil had said. Show them what the world's about. It was not at all hard to believe that he had just killed one human being, a friend. The smoke, the melted lamp cover, the drooping electrical outlet and smoking cord. Vergil. He had dunked the lamp into the tub with Vergil. Had he been thorough enough to kill all of them in the tub? Perhaps Bernard and his group would finish what he had started. He didn't think so. Who could encompass it, understand it all? Certainly he couldn't. There had been horrors, fearsome things for the mind to acknowledge, to see, and he did not believe he could predict what was going to happen next, for he hardly knew what was happening now. The dreams. Cities raping Gale. Galaxies sprinkling over them all. What anguish. And then again, what potential beauty, a new kind of life. Symbiosis and transformations. No. That was not a good thought. Change. Too much change, and... So where did his objections begin, his objections to a new order, a new transformation, because he well knew that humans weren't enough, that there had to be more. Vergil had made more. In his clumsy, unseeing way, he had initiated the next stage. No. Life goes on. No period, no end, no change, no shocking things like Candace in the shower or Vergil dead in the tub. Life is the right held by an individual to normality and normal progress, normal aging. Who would take away that right? Who in their right minds would accept? And what was it he was thinking was going to happen that he would have to accept? He lay down on the couch and shielded his eyes with his forearm. He had never been so exhausted in his life, drained physically, emotionally, beyond rational thought. He was reluctant to sleep because he could feel the nightmares building up like thunderheads, waiting to shower refractions and echoes of what he had seen. Edward pulled away his forearm and stared up at the ceiling. It was just barely possible that what had been started could be stopped. Perhaps he was the one who could trigger the chain of actions which could stop it. He could call the Centers for Disease Control, yes, but were they the ones he wanted to talk to? Or perhaps the Defense Department. County Health first, work through channels. Maybe even the VA hospital or Scripps Clinic in La Jolla. He put his arm back over his eyes. There was no clear course of action. Events had simply exceeded his capacity. He imagined that had happened often in human history. Tidal waves of events overwhelming crucial individuals, sweeping them along, making them wish there was a quiet place, perhaps a little Mexican village where nothing ever happened, and where they could go and sleep, just sleep. Edward? Gale leaned over him, touching his forehead with cool fingers. Every time I come home, here you are, sacked.